What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, we are on some Marvel Rivals for the first time in ever, actually. And we are sitting here playing Marvel Rivals because, well, we're not playing. We're on here, but we're going to be talking. And we're going to be talking about why I think... I got a question. Is Noel a woman? That's Noel as a woman. Whatever. Um... So we're going to talk about why I think Marvel Rivals saved gaming for me. Now, I've been putting content on YouTube for a while, and I can say that I haven't posted for a lot, and I don't post a lot, and that is because the fact that most of the time games just speak to me when I play them, and if I'm not having so much fun, I want to make content about it. And then when I do make content, in the end, I just don't upload them because I'm lazy like that. But I hate the aspect of editing, and I know people don't like sitting there watching unedited film. And I hate this point of editing because the fact that it's just so tedious. And if I make a mistake, it's just so annoying to have to go right back and hit redo, and then do it again, and have to sit there and let the video process, and then get it up there. And then now I put in so much time and effort into that shit, and if I don't upload it, that's time out of my day. But if I upload it and I'm just not satisfied with it, or I don't play that game, I just put in too much time in editing a game that I won't play. But here's the difference. When it comes to games in general, I've had a very small love for. Like, I play, but I mostly kind of stick with the games that I know that I'll enjoy, and it's been like Madden for the most part for the past 2 or 3 years. Um, Fortnite, like I'll get on, I'll make a couple videos about, and then I'll stop. And then I'll go in, I'll play Apex, and I might make a video of me getting a win, and then I'll stop. Right? And it's because like I don't have fun playing Fortnite or Apex anymore. I'll make a video about Call of Duty, and I'll stop. But then I'll make videos about like about Madden, and then I just don't upload them just because of the fact that no one likes an unedited Madden shit. Like I know for sure I don't want to watch 30 minutes, and it's just watching 15 minutes of just like actual gameplay. But when Marvel Rivals came out, I was so excited. I was a fan, not a big fan, but a fan of Overwatch because I just like the style of the game, a 6v6 shooter, picking mains and everything, competitive, all that. But I didn't personally like Overwatch. I didn't like the characters because pretty much they're all generic. Like you're either Genji, Hanzo, Mercy, Tracer, maybe Symmetra because if you're a pussy, Roadhog. Uh, there's someone else I'm forgetting. Oh, and then you got D.Va, right? It's just boring playing like that. But Marvel, having their own characters, being Marvel characters, I was so excited for. But here's the issue: I didn't have anyone to play with, and that's the best part is being able to play with your friends. Getting on a game, like let's grind. But eventually I did, and that being my friend Isaac, who downloaded the game, and we started playing. Now, Isaac has 80 hours into this game, but he has yet to touch it since April. The last game he played with me was, I think, this day? Yeah, this was the last game he played with me. Now, there are some reasonings on why I stopped playing. Now, with me, I'll get into that in a sec, but in general, he downloaded the game and I started going crazy playing this game. But then we also wanted to play competitive, and we had another friend, which is my friend James. Um, Now he played it on uh PC, so when he got to that point of hitting that level 10 margin for ranked, we couldn't play because of him being on a computer. So he just he decided like he was gonna make an account for his PS5, but hasn't played since that day. Um, that he created it. He just it he wasn't a big fan of it. Like he's an Overwatch fan, but he didn't like the idea of the Marvel characters or shit. He just didn't like it. So it was me and Isaac, and then eventually we got my brother to play, and that's because one of his friends told him to get it, and so he decided to get it. But oh, he does have a max. How many? Fuck, I think he might have more than that. So he started playing, and he has 95 hours and stuff. Okay, and I told you, Isaac mained Iron Man. My brother is a support main as well as me. He mained a cloak, and I main Invisible Woman. Now, like I would say, I was really good at this game. Like I have some games saved where I'm like really dog shit, but I think it's more of like 1611 is really bad, but I think it was more because of the fact that I was hard carrying my fucking team when it came to heals, and it was more because they were complaining that they weren't being healed, but I had the most heals. Like you can't get if you're not getting healed, it's because you're just not in my point of view. I'm not gonna run around look for you guys and stuff. But I thought like, oh, that's a cool game. It's not actually a good game. This game right here, 30 and 10. This is a good game, right? But I started getting better and better. And then we hit this game, 32, 14, 46 in a crazy overtime win, 59,000 healing, 35,000 damage blocked, 17,000 damage as Invisible Woman, right? And like it was a crazy fucking game. And so like I was at a point where I was really good, and I was thinking of myself as the best Invisible One. I was hardly seeing people make videos about that, and so I wanted to be the first to kind of put my name out there, but I just never uploaded those videos. I bet you actually to this day I still have them on my shit. So who knows? Um, but I was back loving games, and Marvel Rivals brought that back because I had a lot of fun. Now there was like a downside of playing this game, which was the rage and the crash outs. But even then, I loved that because it meant I was devoted to the game and I cared that much about the game. You know, it's different when I crash out in Fortnite and I just fucking get irritated that the game's just dog shit. You know. But I actually enjoyed this game because I kept coming back. Like I'll get off Fortnite and I'll get back on it for a few months, but I would get back on and on. And I enjoyed. I loved it. I had people to play with. You know, I was grinding ranked. The max I got was he fucking does. He fucking does, little bitch. Diamond 1. I was so close to Grandmaster, and my friend Isaac's the reason why I'm not. I blame him. I really do. I fucking blame him. I've never gotten a Hexa. That's crazy. Um, so eventually took a break around in February after playing like a month nonstop. Like I work, okay, and since I worked 4 days out of the week, and so I would have 3 days off. But even then, when I would get home from work, I was hopping on playing. I was devoted. You know, fuck it, let's get on. We're gonna grind Marvel Rivals. I'll grind for like an hour or two before I got tired and went to bed. But on my days off, that's all I was playing. And we got on Marvel Rivals, play for 2 to 3, 4 hours, get off, hop on like another game or watch some TV, get back on late at night, start grinding Marvel Rivals. I was so devoted to it. So eventually I took a break. I took like a week off. And that being because of the fact that I just needed some time to kind of, I didn't want to get burnt out, but I also to collect myself, be able to watch some things I was excited to watch, and I'll come back. And then I got back and I grinded for 2 months straight. And then eventually, when the new season dropped, I was excited to play Emma Frost, finally get an actual tank main because I play some tanks. Like I would think I'm a solid Doctor Strange, I'm a solid thing, but none of them really caught my eye, and I think I understand why it caught my eye. Okay, but she was broken at that time, and she was really good. And safe to say, I don't think she's like that anymore. It is not good. So eventually I took a break, and this has been the longest break that I've taken, and that being that I stopped playing here. I took a month off. I came back for maybe like a couple days, and then I took a break for another month, and then I took a break for another month. I came back for one game, took a break, and then got off. All right, and it's been the longest time because I wouldn't even really consider these 3 games as like super fucking like high value games. Like these are games like I played, got off for the rest of the day, got back on the next day, got off for the rest of the day, and then like a month later I got back on and got off, never touched it again, and then now I'm back. And it being because of the fact that I don't have really anyone to play with anymore, and that being the fact that Isaac has stopped playing. And he's one of the reasons why I haven't gotten back on. Because he stopped playing. I would say most of it is, I would say a part of it is me, because of the fact that he didn't have anyone to play with. Like, this was the last day that he played with me, right? And so when you have a bad game, it sucks. But when you have a great game and you still lose, it sucks. Like, going 6-10 is like crazy, right? And Isaac's the type of person to go through a lot of people. Like, I bet you were. He went through 4 people. By the way, it's like a team of fucking lords. Minus this guy. That sucks. And they still lost? Damn. But, like, having bad games and losing sucks, but when you play great and your team sucks and you lose, it's just annoying. Like, 28-8, there's not much that he could do better. Oh, I played this game, and I went 7-9 as a healer. But that was because I wasn't actually playing healer in the beginning. I was playing Emma, but I wasn't doing good. So I swapped off to this guy who wanted to play tank, right? And he was playing Cloak, who's one of the easiest fucking healers. So I swapped on him Viz. And it just I swapped on too late. Like you clearly see, like I swapped on probably like the last 2 minutes of the game. Like when you look at it, but it just wasn't going our way, so I swapped off, right? But then you'll have games where like 37-17, you know, 17 kills. That's just a lot, and it's not the greatest look. But you know, when you still lose and you drop in 37 kills, it still sucks. So it's I would say that's another reason is that he was doing great, but his team sucked. There's other people who've quit this game like 40-10. Like, oh, I played that game. Where did I go? 29-12. Like, there's other people that quit this game, like Ninja, who just hate it because they're taught the toxic community, aka he gets bullied. But he stopped playing. I would say, as a part of me because of the fact that I stopped playing, and he didn't want to play without me because he hated playing with randoms. And then the people he would play with, if they were randoms, were just dog shit, and he just hated being good and sucking. Oh, bleed losing. But I took a break. I didn't retire. I just took a break because I just like you can't see it because it doesn't go that far back, which I wish it would sometimes. But like this was every day, like 4-6, 4-7. Took a break. Oh no, 4-8. Came back 3 days later, and then played every day up until the 15th. You know what I mean? That's every day, right? So I was playing every day before this too, and then I came back like after 3 days, played again all the way up to the 15th. And like you could kind of like look at these games like 19-15, 17-13, 8-9, 39-14, 16-13, 20, 34-13, 29-12, 24-10, and we're losing, which is pissing me off. You know, 40-9, 8-10. Oh, that's so yeah. I'm so, in general like look at those games, but like you get to this point and it's just like yeah, like I need to take a break. I want to watch some shows. Because I wasn't feeling burnt out, but I felt like I would get burnt out. And I didn't want to get burnt out because I enjoy this game. A new season just dropped. But I was enjoying watching my shows. 1-11 is crazy, dude. Oh, it's because I'm playing Mantis. I was playing Mantis because we were already going to lose. Like, you look at this. This is fucking crazy. This is diabolical. 2-11. Oh, God, dude. I really want to know what that game looked like. Like, I can't watch it because it's fucking expired. Oh god, that just seems like a joy to watch. Own 3. I only played like 4 minutes of it because that's how long it lasted. Oh god, that's so like it's so bad seeing these 105s. But Like I was feeling like if I kept on going, I was gonna get burnt out, and I was excited. Like I just started watching Friends, and I was binge watching it, and so I was having more fun just binge watching that stuff, and I wanted to kind of take a bit of a break, and then from games. Like I was thinking, like I don't think I played a game with Isaac until like God 2 to 3 weeks later. Like, and looking back at it, I kind of remember, if I'm not mistaken, the 15th might be a Sunday. Hold on. Because then I remember like I remember the Saturday games. If I'm not mistaken, I think the 15th was a fucking Sunday. No, the 15th was a Tuesday. It was the last day of my day off. Because at this point I was starting. No, I was working the 15th. I think the 8th was the last time. But so that was the last day I played with him. It was the 12th that I played with him. Yep. At 2:41, I was getting irritated because this girl I was talking was about to hang out with another guy, and I was kind of frustrated because the fact that she didn't want to do that with me, blah blah blah. I get back from work early. This is a 11 o'clock night, and I got back early because I was in the right headspace, and I played like fucking 2 games, and then I got off until the next day, which was Sunday, and I was at 10, and I grinded all the way to fucking like 2 in the morning. Um, but to get back to that point of Marvel Rivals like making gaming fun for me again was because of the fact that I had so much fun playing this game, and I enjoyed it. And I even if I had a bad game, I wanted to get back and play. Other games couldn't do that. You couldn't force me to go play Apex or Fortnite and sit there and have me play that shit 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days in a row, and I was gonna enjoy it. Maybe the first 2 days I might enjoy it, but then now it feels like a burden, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that burden it made me. It felt so I stopped playing it. But this I didn't feel like a burden, and I was always wanting to play it and get back into it, and I finally had a reason because Isaac, and then eventually my brother. And my brother's decently good. Now to get back at his shit. What pisses me off is that he has more MVPs by like 3, but he has way more gifted healers than me. I think I have more SPPs though. Like 342 wins, but he's a quick play merchant because he doesn't competitive. It's not fun for him. And I would say that's because of us, but yo, he lied, bro. I thought he got lured with her, or is he close? Yeah. Well, like I want to do more content. Like the battle passes are fun. I kind of want to go through like how I feel about the battle passes and stuff. Like my my main is getting a brand new MCU skin soon, and I can't wait for that. Um, fucking it. The skin's so ass in my opinion. Like it's all right, but it's like, dude, it's just a recopied version of this, and I saw that way too much. Like I get it's like, oh wow, I hit gold. So what? Cool for you. I'd rather get the orange one or the white one. It just looks better. Personally, man. But I hope to. I want to start making more content on this, but it's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? Like the days that I work is tough because I have 2 days off now, and so it's like if I was to have like 3 days off, it would be so much easier to put in time to grind. Oh, never mind. Thought I saw something. So it'd be a lot easier to grind if I had 3 days off, but since I don't, it's kind of like I don't like playing before I go to work because it I don't know, it speeds the time up. Like I gotta work today too, so I yeah. Um, and so didn't have as much fun. Uh, but this game has made me brought back the love for gaming. And then I took a break. I enjoyed my break. It was a great month-long break. Kind of not playing, not games. I was still playing games, but I didn't. I haven't played games like I love to. Like I usually play games by myself now, like just like dead ass. Like I'll pop on WWE and just kind of just start playing that, or I'll hop on Madden or college football and shit. Like I don't sit there and play games anymore like I used to. But I'm getting back to Marvel Rivals. Probably you can see me on Twitch. Um, I gotta switch my name. I don't like V2 Don anymore. Cause I would say this. I've had some peaks. Like when you go and talk about like the greatest player in the world, bro, you're gonna want to be talking about fucking how's your mom or fucking Diddler's girth. Like you're not gonna find people better than that. Or wait, you tell me I don't have a. There you go. I brought peace, freedom, justice, security to my new empire. Your own new empire? Really, come on. That's a peak right there. It's a peak. By the way, who was I playing with? Why was I in quick play? I usually don't play quick play unless it's to learn new people. Oh, this is one of my brother's saved games. I wanted to save it so I can react to it. Um, but no, I need to get Isaac back on this. It's not a bad game. But I hate it because of the fact that I feel like people have talked about if Marvel Rivals is dying. And I guess I can go into this shit. It'd be like, is Marvel Rivals dying and it brought back my love type shit title. I don't think Marvel Rivals is dying. I don't think it's dead. Like people are like, yeah, Marvel Rivals. No, okay. The issue being is the streamers that played it. It got so much more traction when you're seeing Tim the Tatman play it and Ninja play it. And then when Verndance came back, Tim slowly went back to Verndance, and then he talked about why he plays more Verndance than Rivals, and that being because of viewer base. He gets more viewers on YouTube for Call of Duty. I'm like thinking it's one of those bullshit lie because I've seen his streams when he was playing during that time, and he was not getting more viewers. The only time he was getting more viewers is when he talked about playing Rivals later, or playing Verdansk and Marvel Rivals, and people were joining in. Like he got a more stable, balanced viewer base when he was playing Rivals. It peaked in the beginning of Verdansk, and then it slowly just started to drop off, and now it's dropped off, and no one cares about him playing Verdansk. And now he's doing CS:GO and shit. And then Ninja, like I talked about him quitting because of rage, like how toxic the community is. I'm like, but you play Fortnite. You can't talk about a more toxic community than that, dude. Right? It's just the fact that you allow people to rage bait you, and it works so well that you get clipped, and then you complain that the people that clip you are making it you look worse than you are. I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. You're allowing them to clip you. Right? You know, the rage bait's crazy. You know, like in the beginning, yes, you were bad, and you eventually started getting good, and people were realizing it. But that now that has puts a higher price on your shit. And it could be parts because of the stream sniping, but like you play Fortnite, stream sniping. So when you have like those big streamers kind of back off from Rivals, the viewership for that slowly starts to go down, right? You're not seeing the same people like play that game anymore. So it's just the pros playing it, right? You're not seeing Cloaksy, Tim, and Ninja play Rivals. You're not seeing that viewership with Laz or fucking Literal or J3 anymore. You're not seeing it, right? So the viewership's gonna go down. I don't think that it's completely dead. I think it's actually still at its best. Even with these newer heroes, like I think Jean is a fantastic hero. We're getting Blade later this season, and they talked about how they have an unlimited amount of characters that they can add. People want to see like a Miles or a Spider-Gwen, but like you already got a Spider-Man, and one Spider-Man's already good enough. You know what I mean? Carnage would be a great one, but it's like I think Carnage would be actually a great DPS. Like, I don't think you can make him a tank, but DPS be crazy. You know what I mean? But personally, me, I think they have an unlimited amount of people they can go for. I want to see Gambit, dude. That would be so crazy to have, because that would right there be my DPS main. I'm calling it first. Like, yo, you add Gambit, dude. But I think Phoenix would be great to learn. I know it's one of my goals to do is learn her. So, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch. So that's when you see me live streaming as Marvel Rivals on Twitch. I got a controller. I'm gonna see if it works good for this because of the buttons. Like, I gotta know which button is to which. You know what I mean? But like, cause it'd be so much easier learning how to play like, uh, how do I have to play like, yeah. I have a controller. But yeah, subscribe. Peace.